welcome back to the third episode of the podcast. I'm your host, Trey.
And I am your host, Zai. We're going to try and keep a tighter schedule here.
We think it'd be a good idea to just keep on rolling out the episodes. It's a really good growing experience for us, and I think it'd keep you guys more engaged throughout the week. So,
well, and keep us out of trouble.
Yeah, as always. Let us know what you think about the schedule, at some point, or, down in the comments.
Yeah.
Definitely give us your feedback, and we might switch it around,
Yeah. But as always, we're going to get straight into it.
So, Zai, you think we could ever invent, like, a new sport from here on out? Like, do you think it's possible?
I think, like, you talking about, like, a big sport, like a mainstream sport?
Yeah, that's what I mean, really, in general. Okay. Like, because anybody can create a sport. Anybody can throw some shit together and say, oh, hey.
See, recently I've watched these, I don't know the actual name of it, but it's like a trampoline, and they have a ball. And there's two people on your team, and you got to try and smack the ball at the other team and make them let it hit the ground.
Okay, you talking about Bosa ball?
Is that what it's called?
Bosa ball? I think
they
so.
Smack the ball at the trampoline, and it bounces, and they got to try and the other team has to keep it up. You know what I'm saying?
Well, okay. I know Bosa ball is like, it involves trampolines, but it's like football, but football, like soccer.
No.
Okay, so we'll
it's
get
like
that then.
You're like hitting the ball.
Okay.
And it hits off the trampoline, and they're trying to like make
like a small trampoline.
Yeah, it's like a real small one.
Okay, yeah, they play that a lot on the rec campus.
Okay, but I mean that just recently like came out though. It hasn't been out very long.
No, you say in recent years. It's
recent
been, like,
years. Yeah, I mean it's really a lot of people play it on the beach.
It's not Olympic though or anything like that.
I think to a point it could get. I mean, if skateboarding got to an Olympic sport.
It can,
and they're talking about breakdancing is going to be in the next one. So, eventually, I think it could get to... Because that shit gets competitive.
It does.
Because they actually have a real league on it. And there's a league on YouTube that you can watch. They be going at it.
I know they do it a lot at the beach. Like, it's a really big thing. With that and... What do you think about volleyball?
I got something funny on that, but
this girl plays volleyball.
No, it's my girlfriend told me that volleyball was the hardest sport on the planet, but I'm not gonna get into that. I'm not gonna get into that. It was a funny topic. My dad had a good laugh off of that one, but volleyball. I mean, it is really intense. When you get to the higher ups with volleyball, I feel like there's definitely a learning curve to it.
Yeah, I'd say
it's not an easy sport to master. You know what I'm saying?
Not even just singular, by yourself. I think the teamwork that goes into it, like being able to juggle the ball,
and the team chemistry plays a lot.
Exactly.
I mean, but that's most sports. Team chemistry is everything.
It is
because I mean, if your team, there's probably never been a team that had bad team chemistry that's won a Super Bowl.
No, you'd at least.
You know what I'm saying?
I agree with that.
So it's like, team chemistry is everything.
Well, I just know myself, like, if I'm playing volleyball, like, say if we're out at, wherever, at a volleyball court, and I'm trying to, what would you say? Like,
spike it?
No. Like, whenever someone serves to you, just responding to a serve. Just return it. Yeah, returning a serve. Like, I'm trying my best not to hit it out of bounds. You know? Like...
See, that was my thing with tennis. I suck at tennis, bro.
Yeah.
I hit the ball too hard. But they say, like, the people that play tennis say you can hit as hard as you want. You just have to, like, angle your racket better.
Okay.
So, I don't know.
I mean, I'm sure it becomes, like, second nature.
Like, probably. I mean, you think Serena's been playing this shit since she was born. So, it's, like, that's second nature, too. That's why she's so good. But it's, like, I don't know. I feel like they could come up with a new sport, like a new... I don't know what it would be. I mean, that would be mind-blowing, you know? It's like, oh, my God, this is a whole new sport.
We actually did back in middle school. Like, me and all the neighborhood kids that, I grew up with, like Darian.
What was it?
Like, we called it Titan.
Titan?
It was a mix of football and basketball.
Okay.
Like, which we were just middle schoolers. Like, we didn't really flesh it out.
Basically.
Yeah, it was, you could really twist shit in the middle of the game, which Darren would do all the fucking time. So basically, we played with the football, and you kick off from the basketball goal, and we played on grass in my backyard.
Okay.
You kick the ball off. They return it as much as possible. You get tackled. That's where you start. And I'm pretty sure like a person was a quarterback type, but you couldn't really move, but you couldn't hit the quarterback.
Okay.
And once he got the ball off and somebody caught it, then they could start moving, but you could be tackled. And once you got close to the court, or close to the hoop, you could, throw it for points or you could dunk it for points. But I don't know if we had downs or what, but that was just the main basis of the sport. We had a ball. I think that could be, a good idea if somebody actually, turned it into something serious. That's a freebie right there.
Well, that's like when we was kids, we used to we used a kickball as a baseball.
Huh?
Yeah, we'd use a baseball bat and a kickball, or not a kickball, it'd be a soccer ball because it won't go as far.
Okay.
So it was, and there were soakies in it, so it was like baseball with soakies, but with a bigger ball.
Huh.
And
so like I guess elaborate on it a little bit.
So we would have so it's just like baseball, but it's with a soccer ball as a ball.
So you just changing the ball.
Yeah, basically. But I mean, it makes it harder because you can't hit it as far.
Right.
And another thing is, if you caught it. No, it was. I'm trying to think because this is a long time ago, and my fucking memory is so faint. I mean, you get the gist of what I'm saying, but it's like we would play. You would only have 2 outs because it was harder to get people out.
Yeah.
And we'd play like 8, 9 innings, and whoever scored the most. And it was hard to score. This was not easy because I mean the ball's only going 15 feet.
Okay.
It's not going when you play kickball. It's not going 60 feet or 30 feet. You know what I'm saying?
I got you.
So like everything was a lot closer. So it was more like, and I mean you got to think, like cricket.
Cricket, oh my.
That game is difficult.
It's difficult as hell, but I never thought it looked appealing.
I think it would be interesting if we grew up around it.
Makes a lot of sense. Yeah.
I mean, because main sports around here is basketball, baseball, football, soccer.
And we get a lot of shit for football, like from other countries.
Yeah, because, I mean, it's named football, and they don't like that. But
yeah. Which it makes more sense to call soccer football. Like, I'm going to give it to them.
I never understood why they named it football.
I guess it's just a kickoff
aspect
of it.
I don't know.
I guess that'd be like one of the first mechanics of the game. Like,
I get that.
I don't know.
But it makes sense.
It could have been better.
Yeah, but I think the sport thing, I mean, sports are always being invented. You know, it's like, and usually it comes from adults playing a drinking game.
I think it's going to get to the point where drinking games become semi-professional, like in a way.
What, you mean like beer pong? Or?
Yeah, like just because, I mean, especially nowadays. Like I don't know if they play beer pong like.
Oh, they definitely did.
Like
this shit has been around for a while.
Yeah, I haven't done much research.
I know it. No, you just have that feeling it's been for a while. Cause I mean, your parents talk about it, and then
well, see, that's the thing. My parents are kind of boring with that shit. Like, my dad trying to keep me away from, like, going out getting hammered, like, just.
I mean, but he was just trying to keep you safe.
Right, but still, like, we talked about in episode 1, him just not saying anything or, like, trying to tell me, like, what I shouldn't be doing. It made me more curious. It's like,
yeah.
What if I like it? Like, because that's just the attitude I had.
It, boy.
Like, we're going to see whenever I'm out this bitch, so you better be ready.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's the sport thing is, I think it's an interesting topic, but I mean, you just never know. I mean, that's just like, is another genre of music gonna come out? It's the same thing.
Yeah.
When genres of music come out every other day.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Something new. I love the fact.
Yeah, I love that there's so many. I mean, people will actually get in their imagination and think of something and then bring it to light. I mean, that's what happened with every sport that's existed now.
Yeah. You know where lacrosse came from, didn't you?
No.
Native Americans.
Seriously?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
But they would play like hardcore, like
you
get
killed.
Yeah, you would die if you screwed up while playing it. Because you had to it's the same thing as lacrosse, but they'd have like a hoop up in a tree or something like that. But like you're not playing in a stadium. You're not playing in an arena. You're running through the woods. And so when you're running, like you got this club and you're playing somebody from another tribe, like dude coming over just
Bing, knocking your ass
Just
out.
crack your skull open.
Wow.
I don't.
I didn't
I
know
don't know if you
that.
can really back down
That's
from it.
very interesting.
It's crazy. And we turn into an actual sport.
Yeah. I mean, you got to think like, you know, I've always thought about sports. See, I've never like talked to anybody about this, but like uniforms, most of them are like roughly the same. Have you ever like thought about that?
Okay, so what do you mean?
It's like usually like a form of like a shorter clothing or like pants.
Okay.
It's not all the way to the bottom except for baseball. Baseball's different.
Yeah.
But in every other sport, it's usually like you either wear like a t-shirt or like a jersey that goes over what you're wearing.
Yeah.
Or like there's no like long sleeves and it's not usually long pants. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, I'd feel like that's just for the aspect of you trying to stay cool while you're being.
Well,
You know,
yeah, I
active.
think, but it's like,
But then you said like baseball, like you got thick ass pants on.
well, that's because
like,
you slide.
Okay. See, it's
I
like
mean,
it's
yeah, it makes
built
sense.
for, yeah.
But yeah, I think it's just another topic I never thought about. It's like why I never like really got into why you wear longer pants for baseball and why you wear shorter pants for football.
Just something you never really talked about.
Nah, you really don't think about it like that. I
No.
mean, you just go with the thing.
I think it's nuts how whenever football was like first being played, like they barely had anything.
Well, I
for-
mean, people were stronger or not stronger. They were just
More raw.
mentally more tough
Yeah.
back then.
like it's like protective gear. Like who's even thinking about
I mean,
that?
whenever you're
Like,
talking about a kid that was working when he was 5 years old,
yeah,
that's a whole nother level of tough.
I admire it
Oh, I do
quite
too.
honestly.
But,
But
it's
still, you think about concussions. Think about
yeah, but they didn't know about that shit back then. You just thought you had a fucking headache.
You're right. Probably created a lot of issues.
Oh
like,
yeah,
down the
I mean
road
that's
for
why
society.
like lifespan has got so much longer because I mean everything's more protective now. You know, like cars are better when it comes to protection.
Got a lot more regulations.
Planes have better protection when it comes to flying.
Yeah.
And boats have more protection and stuff. I mean everything has more protection now
Yeah.
because they've actually looked into the health aspect of the lifestyle we live. But I mean speaking on the uniform stuff is like I was trying to figure out what your like go-to clothing is.
That's
For
tough.
summertime.
Summertime. I don't really follow brands like that closely. Like
Okay. No, I'm just saying like what's your
just
what's the common thing you're gonna wear on a summer day?
probably gonna be tank top or short sleeve shirt. But I get weird though. Like if we have like a cooler night and I feel like switching it up, I'll wear like a tight long sleeve or
See, because I wear the same shit all year.
a hoodie.
I wear a hoodie, some shorts. I mean, like if I'm leaving the house, I'll just wear a t-shirt. But it's like if it's not as hot,
Okay.
I'll wear a hoodie.
I think it really depends. Like last summer, whenever I need a new pair of boots, but whenever I go out and I might mix up like a tank top and I'd have some kind of like joggers or like sweatpants on. I tried different things out, but I remember I had this really nice outfit with a gray tank top.
Yeah.
I had sort of like baggy baggy pants, and I had boots, like darker colored boots that I wear.
Okay.
And I ask people like, "What do you think about this?" Because I don't want to look ridiculous, but they say no, it actually kind of goes. Like, so even like compared to then, well, from then to now, like I still am switching like my styles,
Okay.
consistently.
I don't switch my style at all.
Nah.
If you can't tell.
It's a little bit fulfilling. I'm not gonna lie to you.
What? Switching your style?
Just switching things
I
up, trying
mean,
new things
I've
out.
dabbled. I've dabbled.
It's
like-
not really.
That's not me. I'd rather wear shorts and a t-shirt or sweatpants and a sweatshirt
Okay.
all year round. You know what I'm saying? Like when it comes to winter, it'll be fucking 10 degrees outside and I'll be wearing sweatpants and a hoodie.
Yeah. Okay, so I mean, since you don't really have a preference, I can't. You won't really prefer summer to
Oh no, I
warmer
definitely
with
prefer
clothing.
winter
with clothing.
because sweatpants are so comfortable.
I'm down with that.
Oh
Be
my
behind it.
god, You just feel free.
I love my jeans. Though.
Not to be vulgar or nothing, but they just be feeling free down there. They feel free. When I gotta put jeans on, I'm like, God,
Restricted.
man, I'm just suffocating down there. It's choking me. But
it's more of a style thing.
I mean, even with the go-to clothing, it's like with functions, I'll still wear the same shit.
Yeah.
Like, I've messed with my girlfriends. Like, if we ever had a wedding, I'm gonna pull up in a hoodie. And
you would die before that.
Like, no, you're not. No, you're not. I'm like,
you throw your ass off a bridge.
See, now you say no, you're not. Now I want to do it more. It's I don't know.
I definitely gotta have like my getting lit outfit for like the after party. Like, you know.
Oh yeah. Oh
Switch it
no.
up a little bit.
Once that wedding, if I have a wedding, well, I probably will because it's probably not gonna be my choice. But after that, I'm going straight to the bathroom, changing some sweatpants and a t-shirt or something. I don't care. I really don't care.
You're gonna hear it. What honeymoon?
Okay. It's good for my pocket. Shit. I don't care. But I don't know. It's just I've always felt comfortable in comfortable clothes.
And there's nothing wrong with it.
I've never felt comfortable in like jeans. Like I'll wear them to work, but like
yeah,
if I'm not working, I won't wear jeans.
See, that's the thing. Like, it won't even be for anybody else, but I will be wearing something that I find slightly uncomfortable just because I love the style of it. Like,
now I'll say this: I have one polo. I have one, or not one polo.
Polos.
I have one shirt, one dress shirt in my closet. That's
for the occasion.
Oh yeah, it only happens like once every 3 months.
Okay.
But I wear the same shit. I have one pair of khaki shorts. And one dress shirt.
Khakis. I can't do khakis. I cannot do polos. Like,
what the fuck do you dress? You like suits?
What the fuck do you like? Yeah, I love suits.
No, I'm saying like, what the fuck do you dress up in, like to go to a wedding or something? You know what I'm saying?
See, that's a good question. I mean, I have a really nice pair of wingtips.
Because you're more stylish than me.
Sometimes I do like a V-neck. Like, I wouldn't say to a wedding. Like, if it's a wedding, like I'm gonna follow like code. Probably wear like
a pullover shirt.
Yeah, like I'll get
a button-up shirt. I mean,
yeah, I'll get a button-up. But I think I do suspenders, like just so I can keep a suit jacket off. I think those are really stylish. But
I do like suspenders.
They
look
you get them the
good.
right way, they look nice.
Good.
Yeah.
I mean, it's got to be the right person. You got to look good in them.
I think anybody can pull them off. You just got to have the right style for
anything off, but it's like, see, my thing about style, like, not to frown upon anybody that sags, but that shit is fucking stupid. I'm sorry. Fuck are you doing? Nobody want to walk down the street and see a nigga with his ass out. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro. Tuck your pants away.
I mean, that's the... Like, I don't know. I
mean, that's like...
You seen the Booty Warrior?
Oh, yeah.
Thing where he's talking about...
When you sag and that booty is available. What? What do you mean?
I mean, I think that's where it came from, like, the prison style. Like, shit.
Oh, yeah, it definitely
like,
did.
I don't know. I'm not going to sit here and, like, get on anybody or judge nobody, but...
No, I'm not judging anybody. You know, I'm just saying that shit looks stupid.
I'd have to agree. I mean, it's not my thing. Like I never thought it was in.
Just pull your pants up, bro.
Yeah.
If the pants don't fit, go get some new ones.
Most of the time they do fit. I always thought that was kind of sus, though. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, were you like, let me kind of pull my pants down?
Let me pull them down a couple inches. What?
Why? Like, I honestly, I want an explanation.
Yeah, I genuinely need an explanation. I need to know what is going on here. Because if I have a son and I see that nigga pull his pants down, oh my God, I'm gonna beat the shit out of him. I will beat the hell out of that kid. But
I mean, I think you don't even get to worry about it. Like,
your kids always follow what you do.
Yeah,
probably about 95% of the time.
I'd say, yeah, they follow suit behind you.
So it's like, well, when it comes to clothing, and of course food, like my dad. He tortured me when I was a child with vegetables. But we're not going to get into that. I don't know.
Honestly, I can't. At a certain point, I broke off from what, like, my parents would want me to wear. Like,
yeah, I did too. I think it was around the time when puberty hit.
Yeah.
I mean, because you grow a lot in that time. Because it's, puberty is probably from 10 to 11. And then to like 13, 14.
Around that
area. But it's like, that's when you change a lot. Like high school. You go into high school, that's like the stepping stone to getting to an adult.
Yeah.
and then you meet a whole bunch of people. Because high school was more laid back than middle school. Because middle school,
That's like the real experimental.
yeah,
Like when you're in middle school, I know what you mean.
it's like the
it's
in
weird.
between elementary and high school. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like you stay in a class for like damn near 2 hours, and then you go to the next class. You have like 4 classes that day,
Yeah.
and it's like
It's
high
weird.
school
more
it's
challenging.
55 minutes or whatever it was. Then you go to the next class. You got 7 classes in that day. It's like, damn.
I mean, I guess okay. So in elementary school here, you more or less stay in the same classroom the entire time. But
Of
like,
course, you got gym.
yeah,
art.
right. But down in when I lived in Georgia, whenever we did math classes, or not even just talking about math class, we might go to different teachers
Okay.
for math, for science. Like, I never seen that before, and this was like 5th grade.
Wow.
So it kind of shocked me, but it prepared me for going into middle school like earlier.
Yeah.
Then it's completely
Yeah,
different.
middle
like,
school was a trip for me, dude, because
Yeah.
it was like, fuck, I gotta go to this class, and I gotta know what class I gotta go to next. But of course, you follow the same group of people. But in high school, you don't. There may be one person that has 2 classes with you,
Right, like it's
or
rare.
one person
Yeah.
that has 3 classes with you. You know what I'm saying? It's
Yeah.
like you always have a new group of people with you.
Yeah.
Like, and it's a little weird to think about because I mean everybody does their own thing in high school. It's like I don't know.
I do like that mechanic of high school though.
Yeah, I
because,
think because it really does prepare you to be like aware of time and you know what I'm saying.
well, for me, it was always like the lottery in a way.
Oh,
or
you
say-
talking about like getting the same schedule as somebody?
Yeah, like you get to get your new schedule, and you're like, oh shit, like what it's about to be like, and you get to go compare
Yeah.
with people, and it's
You're
just
like, oh, you got my class.
yeah, it has a little bit of fun
Let's
to it, I guess.
go.
So.
Let's go. We about to turn up. See, I don't know. I used to. I don't know. I really didn't care about that. I mean, I'd love to have class with certain people, but it's like the rest of the people I didn't. I mean, I was cool with everybody. So,
Yeah,
well, but those couple people, you know.
but those couple folks.
I don't know. But another topic I wanted to bring up, Trey. I was like, back on episode 1 when we got cut off because the camera died. Of course, we upgraded and plugged it in now. But I was gonna ask, why is your favorite superhero your favorite superhero? Like, what is it
Supes?
about him?
I was thinking.
Because you said yours
It's-
is Superman, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, which that made me think. I mean, especially people coming in and being like, he's so OP, like he can do everything, like it's bullshit. Like it just kind of takes
Not
the
really.
fun away from it.
He's not the most powerful in the DC universe.
No, but him being Superman and being able to fly, have super strength, like laser vision, it's like he got a lot of shit to work with.
Okay.
But I think it was more of like his personality, with the fact that he knew he was a god, like amongst people,
Yeah.
but still like.
But
was
he
just
still act
holding
like
all
a
of them
civilized
back.
human.
Yeah, he didn't want to be that. Like he'd rather just
Be
fit in
human.
along people, and that's kind of like what me as being a kid, like talking about like the last episode with bullies. Like I'd always want to be the guy that stood up to him.
Mhm.
Like I wanted to show you like you are really not as hard as you are making yourself out to be, and for him to be that humble about like his power, like even with like whenever he like get into situations where somebody was bullying him,
Mm-hmm.
and he didn't just go God mode and just kill somebody.
Well,
like, I'm
you
like,
can
that's
I mean, you could just turn those lasers on and cut them in half. But
yeah,
that was another thing I didn't like about Superman and the whole Superman-Batman fight
yeah.
situation. It's bullshit.
That's bullshit.
It's bullshit. Because I know damn well if I'm Superman, this nigga's kicking my ass.
I just think if it's somebody as smart as Bruce Wayne, and he might, but Superman didn't even know about kryptonite. I mean, the most recent one at least.
Yeah, but I'm saying, okay, you get away from him. Because at one point he got away, didn't he?
Superman got away from Batman.
Like a distance, I mean,
Yeah.
to where it wasn't like affecting him as much.
Yeah.
From that distance, I'm just gonna cut them laser beams off and just cut this man's head off. Like,
Yeah, but then Hollywood comes in. It's like, oh, well, he can't do
yeah,
that.
but I mean, theoretically, who do you think would actually win?
Superman. If I was Superman
Hands
and I
down.
knew this man was doing me dirty, he
Yeah,
was
there's-
actually like getting up
there's
around.
no way.
Yeah, like I have to take care of him.
I didn't get that. 'Cause me and my dad have this argument all the time. He's like, "Well, Batman's better." No,
Stop it.
there's not even a.
I have to treat them. I love Batman and I love Superman, but Superman would kill Batman in an instant.
Oh,
And
Hulk would kick both their ass. But we're not going to talk about that. Yeah, but I mean, so you really liked him off of how he is? Because that was another question
His
I was going to
character,
ask. I was going to ask,
yeah.
what is it that you like about him? Is it his power or who he is? Which you answered the question for me.
I mean, okay, say if you can get behind this, it's just you think about Superman
Mm-hmm.
and he's kind of like he has this whole persona already
He has a
in
persona
society.
Yeah.
Yeah, like whenever I thought when I was younger,
Because
that's
he
like
acts
a
like
man,
a regular
like,
guy.
huh?
Because he acts like a regular guy.
Yeah.
Whenever he's not.
Just that he's him. He's the most powerful guy around, but also he's like Clark Kent. He can just be himself. He just wants to be a normal person, and that's
Yeah, and this man
Kind
had a
of.
9 to 5.
yeah. I thought that was cool as hell. I'm thinking I'm humble, but I'm also the shit. That's what
Yeah.
played into my personality.
Okay.
So you know, it always.
I just like Hulk because of the comics, and that nigga's just dominating.
Did you read the comics
Oh, yeah.
when you were younger?
Oh, yeah.
Were you big into comics? Yeah. I don't think I've read.
You've never read a comic?
I don't think I've read a full comic in
Wow.
my life.
Wow.
Please don't
Dre.
give a shit.
Wow. That's crazy.
A little bit.
You've never read just one full, like, even a bullshit comic in middle school or elementary school?
Maybe.
Okay.
But
I don't know. I remember I never got to go to it. I don't think I got to go. No, I think I went to it once. Remember that comic book store? It was like on 2nd Street.
yeah, I know
With the
exactly what you're
Batman
talking
mural
about.
on the outside?
Yeah. Our bus used to stop by there.
That shit was fire.
I think when I used to get into comics, like I'd be reading it for a second, and it would start inspiring me,
And then you shut it.
and then I'd start drawing myself. Like it would make me
okay.
want to go and like. I remember when I was little, I'd make my own comics. I'd make my like a.
I made one too when I was little in elementary school.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it was more of like a family.
I got you.
It wasn't like fighting crime and nothing.
It was a lot harder for me to be creative when I was younger.
Oh,
'cause I
yeah.
didn't really have that
Well,
broad.
and I was,
spectrum of stuff to
I
pull
mean, I was more focused on like sports
from.
because I thought I was gonna make it. Everybody thinks they're gonna make it at some point, but it's just the realization of I might not make it, bruh. Might not make it.
I used to hype my brothers up.
For real?
Younger brothers, yeah. Just as I don't know, like
Just to make them feel like they could do it.
yeah. I mean, even I always thought it'd be cool because I didn't believe in myself that much.
Well, that's like
You know.
with Tariq. I always like tell him, yeah, bro, you could do it. Like I really genuinely feel like he actually could because he's
Yeah.
a hell of an athlete.
And that's good. It's good to get people.
But I think his
That
best chances in
confidence.
baseball.
Yeah.
But
I feel like a lot more people should try out baseball than they think because that's what I thought. That's what my dad always told me. Like you'd be a beast of a baseball player.
it's not the fact that baseball is easier to get, but it's
I feel like people underestimate what they can do.
baseball is
baseball.
more of okay. I feel like it is ultimately easier to get there,
Mm.
but that doesn't mean it's easy.
No.
But you have a better chance. I mean, you got to think the average height in the NBA is probably 6'7". Fuck, I'm 5'11". I'm screwed. Only thing I could do is play point guard, and that's one of the hardest positions to play in basketball. You know what I'm saying? It's like
I don't have a clue of what I'd even
no.
go for.
I'd like if I went back, I'd probably play baseball.
Okay, so were you ever afraid of the ball, like in baseball? No, like not even starting out. Like,
The thing about me was the kids that I would play with in my community were 6 years older than me.
okay.
So I was getting,
Oh,
I
so
was getting handled
I got
out
you.
there. You know what I'm saying? They weren't
You-
taking it easy on me and shit.
Okay, so you real quick you learn.
Oh yeah, like
you know,
this
just
shit
get over it.
is these niggas just really like that.
Okay.
So it's like I don't know.
That was my biggest thing. I was afraid of getting hit in the face with the ball.
No, I got hit with the
Fastball.
ball one time.
Where at?
I think it was in my shoulder and it hurt.
Okay.
But still went to the base. I was a little pissed off. But no, actually, I stopped playing baseball because a kid landed on my arm and broke my arm.
I never broke.
I slid into a base, and he landed on my arm and broke it.
Shoot. What happened from there?
I went to the hospital and they put it in a cast. Never went back. I was pissed.
I bet.
And I don't know. I just feel like if I could go back, of course I would do different things. I mean, just speaking on in the past, there's things that I regret and I wish I would have done because I'd probably be at a way better standpoint than I am now. I mean, even streaming video games. I mean, Fortnite was my love. I loved it.
I don't get it.
I would wake up, play Fortnite, go to sleep right after I got done playing Fortnite. Like, there was days where I wouldn't eat because I was playing Fortnite. Like, I'm serious.
It was never that serious to me. Like,
I loved it.
but then again, I could not get.
But I thrived off
capability.
of having to say so. I'm like, nigga, I'm better than you.
Of course, you're competitive as hell. You should. Monopoly.
Oh,
Which we
yeah.
need to get into
Oh, we
that.
definitely gonna have to drop a video where we playing Monopoly because it gets intense.
Me and Zive almost
Fought
got
over
into a
this.
fight over
Yeah,
Monopoly.
genuinely. Like
so-
we had to just walk away. It was like we gotta stop. We gotta stop playing this because I'm not trying to fight this man.
It gets that serious though.
Yeah.
Maybe some drunk Monopoly will play on like a
Oh,
stream
yeah.
or something like that.
I don't know about drunk because then the tension may get worse. Because then we're not gonna
Yeah.
have the thought process of maybe we should just back off.
Hey, more content.
Yeah, I mean I guess. But we can't put a fight in YouTube.
Nah, we'll cut that out.
Yeah,
Maybe you can pay some money to watch
Post
it.
it on Twitter. We'll post it on Twitter for you.
Maybe.
But
I want to
yeah.
know who likes Monopoly out there too. Like, we need some people to play with. Like,
Oh, yeah,
we need like
definitely.
a competitive Monopoly like match going on.
Yeah, we put some money on it. No, I'm just
Put a little bit of money on it.
Nah, I
I'll
will never, ever gamble on Monopoly. Cause so much shit can go wrong so
exactly.
fast.
That's why I get mad. Like, as soon as something doesn't go my way, somebody lands on blues, right off the bat, pissed.
I'm like, bro, you can have my money. I quit. I wouldn't do it. I couldn't do it. But I don't know.
That's
My favorite
interesting.
superhero is Hulk, and of course I love him because he's a dominant motherfucker. Love it. Dominant.
Over Thor.
Oh my god, you kicked Thor's ass. But back on that, it's like, okay, I'm saying like this is their best. This is their best they can be.
Okay.
Thor and Hulk would kill him. He would kill him. First of all, if he got his hands on him, he'd rip him in half. Okay, I mean we're talking, of course, World Breaker Hulk. Oh, you talking something spicy right there? 'Cause, I mean, the man is radiation's pulsing off of his body.
Hyped up off them drugs.
No, he ain't. He's hyped up off anger. This
Look,
happened after somebody pissed him off so much that he just never stopped getting mad.
That's
Yeah, that's what happened.
Homelander.
No, it was World Breaker.
World Breaker Hulk. That's how he became himself.
Because it was after the phase where he went through Professor Hulk. And then, I don't know exactly what happened, but he got really pissed off and it got bad.
Yeah.
And he killed a lot of people. I'll just say that. Like,
He's raw.
the planet that he was on you couldn't get on there as a human because the radiation off his body, it was more potent in Chernobyl. At the heart of Chernobyl. And he would dominate anybody in the thing, except for of course Galactus and stuff like that. I mean, but I don't know. See, my old favorite superhero was Silver Surfer.
Really? That's pretty.
Just
original,
because
I'd
the
say.
fact of in the comics, whenever he fought Galactus, he put the work to that nigga, and I'm so happy.
So, do you think the Fantastic Four should have beat him? Did they beat him? I never watched that movie.
They didn't beat him.
I
Well,
read the comic.
they did beat him. Okay, so the comics is weird. It wasn't like a beat or defeat. It was more like the Silver Surfer sacrificed himself.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Because he ended
But the
up
Silver
kinda
Surfer
joining.
isn't dead.
Didn't he became like more of a neutral, like, character?
No, he was more on the side of saving civilizations because he was annoyed by Galactus dominating planets and just taking them over and killing everything.
Oh, okay. So he was just a lesser evil.
Yeah.
Alright.
I mean, he's more of a bad guy, than a good guy, but he's not a bad guy. You know what I'm saying? Like, he won't come and dominate your planet, which he
Okay.
could.
Okay.
Because, and Silver Surfer isn't dead, necessarily. Because, well, in this universe now. Because, I mean, the Fantastic Four haven't even gone through that fight in this MCU.
Okay.
So he may end up coming back if Galactus comes back, which will be great. Oh, God, I love it. Eventually, they're going to fight Galactus. It's going to happen. And that's going to be a hell of a movie.
I think. Who makes the movies for Marvel?
Oh,
I'm
my
not
God,
sure.
you asked me too fast. His name starts with a O. Or R. Oh, God, I can't remember.
I can't right now. But they will. They will blow that shit out the water.
Is it Josh? Joe? Nah, I'm not gonna try and do this because I'm gonna lie.
If they still have the same, I guess, style.
Yeah,
like
but they got
Infinity War,
Disney on their back, and I don't really like that.
I have to agree with you.
Because Disney pumps movies.
Well, they ruined Star Wars.
Oh yeah,
They ruined the living shit out of Star Wars.
But I don't know. I mean, if they go about it the right way, they won't ruin it. But it's like, if you go about it the right way, it'll be great. Which I think it may be. Because, I mean, Infinity War was cool. But Endgame was that shit. That was it. I like that. But it was like, I didn't really... I mean, I enjoyed Infinity War when it first came out. But now when I go back and watch it, it's like...
It's alright. It's
okay.
not an in-game.
Yeah, and then they dropped Black Widow's movie. Like,
see, yeah, now that they're doing that, it's like you'll never keep my attention, like with the Black Widow movie. You know, you need to introduce something completely different. Like,
see, the thing about Black Widow, she's not dead. I think they're gonna bring her back because okay, let me bring this up to you. Let me bring it up to you. Okay, so when it comes to the Soul Stone, it's always a soul for a soul. Now, when Captain America returned the Soul Stone, she may have came back. I mean,
see,
now the thing about it is she would be stuck in that timeline.
Okay.
So she would have to find a way to get back to the same timeline that she was at. And of course, Black Widow is not. Well, I'm not going to bash her or anything, but she does not have the knowledge of getting through the quantum realm.
Yeah,
and
she's
getting
more
to the
just
right
like,
quantum realm.
She's more of a weapon.
Yeah.
Type, like she's not.
Yeah, I mean she's
I'm not gonna
just
say she's not a thinker,
crazy assassin. But I mean she was built like that.
Yeah.
I mean she was tortured as a child and all that. But I mean speaking on a quantum realm, Loki's in the quantum realm, bro. I'm telling you, that's where that storyline takes place. Because have you ever watched Ant-Man and the Wasp?
No. I told you, I am not that deep into Marvel. Like I just, dedication. I dabble so much in different things.
No
like
dedication.
No dedication. You're damn straight.
But in the background, when they go through the quantum realm, you can see a city.
And this is in the last.
This is in the Ant-Man and the Wasp movie.
Okay.
In the background, when they go through the quantum realm, it's real split second, but you can look up a YouTube video and you can see it. There is a city in the background.
Hey, for all the
and
Marvel fans,
the color, the normal color, or the color for the quantum realm when you go through the quantum realm is the same color as the background in the what is it, TVA?
Uh-huh.
In the background where the TVA is at, it's the same color. I'm telling you, bruh, and that's how you get through different timelines. So.
This shit is like crack to y'all.
Oh my god, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it.
Speaking on hard drugs, do you think at this point, okay, like I'm gonna set this up. So for West Virginia, in general, we have a really bad opioid pandemic.
Yes.
I mean, not pandemic, epidemic that's going on.
There you go.
So that's a different story, though. Like, over-the-counter drugs, I'd have to say that's going to have to be handled with a lot more care. Because we make
stop,
it.
Though.
Yeah, Big Pharma makes it.
Yeah.
But hard drugs like heroin, meth, do you think that we should legalize it?
Hell no. What the fuck would you think to do? I mean, like,
Okay.
let's think. Okay,
Not
Trey.
full blown. Just you can
Yeah,
deal.
but what's the benefits
like,
from it?
There is no benefit. I'm not saying there's a benefit, but okay, listen to this. Whenever Portugal, it's either Portugal or some Western European country, whenever they're having a really bad epidemic with heroin, they decided that they were going to legalize it, but not how you think, not just full blown like you can do whatever you want with it. Like they opened up free clinics where you could come in and you can get a dose, you know.
But they would standardize your dose.
Exactly. Yeah, and
get
they
you off of it.
they started opening programs like in facilities where people can come in like they were addicted, but they took the stigma away from this is a crime, like you're a bad person if you do this, because it creates psychological problems. I feel.
Yeah,
like,
I mean people go through shit.
Yeah.
So it's like
it's not that they want to do, that drug. Really, it's they love the feeling, that they get from it. Like.
Well, and
that might get them away from
topic
something.
off of that, but it's like, I mean, if you do it that way, if that's what you're like meaning behind it, yes, you could do that. But it's dangerous.
Be real reckless. Yeah.
Because then you're talking about we're producing actual meth and heroin in factories and shit to keep up with the. Because there's a lot of people on these drugs, dude.
Yeah.
And the public wouldn't like that.
I feel like a lot of the public would disagree.
Yeah,
well, not disagree with you, but they would disagree with
what's going on,
like legalizing it. Yeah.
But
that's why we gotta educate better.
Like, education is poor when it comes to certain subjects in the United States. I don't know how it is in other countries because I've never lived there, but I think if you're doing it in that standpoint, it would be very important to do that. But
I feel like at this point, there's nothing else for us to do than take it into our own hands.
You got to think about it though, because of course you do that. What's to say that they're not gonna still do it on their own?
Yeah, which there will always be cases of people doing it on their own.
The war on drugs and the war on stuff like that shit will never end.
No, not as much. That's a whole story within itself.
You know what I'm saying? It's like. That shit's gonna happen.
But we legalize it. We stop. I wouldn't say stop. Power in the cartels being able to, not even just the cartels, but whoever is making it.
Well, and take their funds from a while.
Yeah, because they're not. Their demands. It drops because now we have it in our possession, and with our own government, like regulating it. And getting people the treatment they need, while also slowly weaning them off of, their addiction.
Yeah, but how long would this be legal?
Up and until, we'd have to take statistics over time, to keep. There's gonna be a whole system put in place,
okay.
But until we can get it down to a certain point to where the percentage of people, is agreeable. This is okay. This is an okay problem we can deal with.
Mm-hmm.
Until we make it, I forget what class it has to be. But right now,
it's in a bad state.
Yeah, it's in a really bad state. And opioids, I can't even think about what we're going to do because it's integrated into our society already. Like what I said, Big Pharma.
I have no idea. But back on what you said, the addictive. Do you think weed is addictive? Based off the feeling, not the actual substance.
I think weed is psychologically addictive. I think you use it to...
Okay, so I'm going to just say this. We're going to piss a couple people off, but this is the truth. You get addicted to the fucking feeling.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. It happens. You could also get addicted to... You could be addicted to things that you don't even think about. Like, okay, you're addicted to sleeping with your significant other.
Yeah.
You can't sleep without them. That's an addiction.
Yeah. Anything can really become an addiction.
But it's like a mental addiction. It's not like a physical addiction.
A substance addiction. Like your body literally needs it to function. It's more of you wake up.
Like when somebody tells you, I need weed to eat. What?
That's crazy.
What?
I think that is ridiculous.
It's time for you to stop smoking weed.
You need to reevaluate shit. If you can't just eat
Yeah.
Like, oh, it just doesn't taste as good.
Yeah, it might be time to slow down.
Yeah, you gotta calm down with that.
Yeah.
No, honestly, I think smoking weed it makes you comfortable with being not complacent, just not doing anything. Like, you take a hit.
Yeah.
You're just like, oh, I can just chill. I feel better about.
Yeah, but when you smoke 6-7 times a day, then there's a problem.
Yeah, that's when it gets excessive, and you're kind of using it as a crutch. Like,
but I'm not bashing anybody that does that. You may do it for other reasons, but I don't. I think it is addictive.
I think at that point, it's not beneficial. There's always too much of everything.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, it's just like water. You can drink too much water.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't know that.
And I don't think a lot of people know it either.
But I don't know. I think this has been a great episode, Trey.
Yeah, we're at that point.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
About at that point. Trying to keep them a little tighter. Of course, we're gonna have our schedule down in the bio of our channel if you'd like to tune in, so you can know when the next episode's coming. This week's gonna be a little weird. We'll have
looking like Monday, Tuesday,
Thursday, and Saturday. Hopefully.
Okay.
Bearing everything so it goes well. So and then next week it'll be Monday, Wednesday, and Friday.
Yeah.
And then in the comments, tell us if you like the longer episodes. If you like the longer episodes, Friday we plan on making a longer episode. So every 2 weeks we'll have a hour-and-a-half episode,
like
a 2-hour episode. It'll be roughly about the first one.
Okay. So, and that definitely down in the comments, give us some plot points. We need some topics from you guys, that you want to hear. We definitely love bringing things to each other, which we're going to do that mainly, but just getting an outside idea. Like, we want to be, brought something, we didn't expect.
Yeah, for
something
sure.
from out of the box. So,
but leave hashtag Ep.3 in the comments, just to show me that you went to the end of the episode. I know. I see some of y'all ain't watching all of them, but it's okay. It's okay. But I hope you guys have a good week, a good rest of the week, and
safe out there.
Be safe. Take care of yourself, and we'll catch y'all next time.
Hey, have a good one.